So after having the battery on charge overnight for the Mondeo, put it back on the next morning, it made no difference whatsoever. It was still flat. So I had a quick look on eBay and I managed to find a battery that is extremely similar to the one that's on the car. The only difference being that the one on the car is a 760 amp hour and this one is a 750 amp hour battery. Now when I found it, it did come with next day delivery and it's just arrived. So I'm going to unpack it today, get it on the car and see if that solves the problem altogether. Right, so let's get this open and see what it looks like. It should look identical to the one that's on the car. Looks to be well packaged like. What's the fun part's going to be getting it out of the box. Right, let me see if I can get this out of the box somehow. Right, this is going to be a novel way of doing it. Well, that took some doing, but it's finally all out of the box. And there we have it, the new replacement battery to fit on the Mondeo. Now hopefully it is the exact same size as the one that's already on there. This is the same model, it's USA 5000 and it's the same number. This one's listed as BX5096, I believe that's the same as a HBS 096. And when batteries are shipped, if you buy a brand new battery, they always come with plugs in each side that are fitted in for transit. You have to take those out before you actually put it on the car. The negative side one will usually be black, and obviously the positive side one will usually be red. We put in for transit to stop any pressure from escaping when the battery's on in transit, I believe, or something like that. Not the easiest things to get out, but once they're out, the battery's ready to be fitted to the car. Now, of course, typically it's one of those horrible days with that misty rain coming down. The job needs to be done. So this is the original battery. I'm just going to get this one back off. Hopefully you can see. Right, so that corrosion that's on there, I'm just going to take that off. Which is done nice and easily. Soft wire brush. and that's all the corrosion gone on there. Right, go and bring the new battery out and get that fitted. Now for size comparison, you can see that both batteries are pretty much identical. You can tell this one's the older one because it's a lot darker than this one with all the dirt on it. Now this plug does need to be removed as well. Right, so this one is going in the car. Now obviously you want to make sure you fit the battery with the poles or the terminals the right way around. So I've got the positive here for the positive one, and we've got negative here for the negative one. Get these on here nice and tight. Right, that's all in. Now before we put the tie down on and keep that in there, let's see if it actually works. Starts the car. Well, that seems to clear that problem. So now all I've got to do is get that tie down on, hold the battery in place, and then hopefully that's this particular problem well and truly fixed. You'll probably not be able to see it on camera if I put the camera down there, but down here at the back of the battery tray there's an indentation, a hole in there shaped like a key lock, and then what happens is this bit slides in and gets pulled up, and that locks it in place. The hard part is just getting it in the hole where it actually needs to be. This is always the fun part when it's a bit of a blind hole and you can't see it. Right, I think that's in. We'll get that to turn. There we are. Right, so that's in. Just make sure the battery's in the right place, and then this one is exactly the same. That goes in down here at the front. I should take the nut off first. Making sure not to drop it, obviously. Get that hooked in. Just need to push that down. Get that nut on there. I'll just tighten that up a bit. And that's the new battery fit to the car. Hopefully that's going to solve the problem. Now hopefully you can see that. So it's 80 amp hour, 740 cranking amps, and I think the one that came off the car was an 80 amp hour and a 760. It's the same model battery, but obviously over the years the difference, we've dropped 20 cc's on there, but as you saw, it still starts the car. Hopefully that's going to solve the issue. And there's the old battery from comparison, 80 amp hours, 760 amps. It's the same as the battery that was on the car when I got it, so I'm staying true to the originality of the vehicle as it was when I bought it. Now obviously it's not the original battery. The original battery would probably been a black one with some kind of Ford stamping on it. Now as you can see, this battery came from a company called Tainer. You can find them on eBay. There's the telephone number for them just in case, and their website address just in case you need to get in touch with them if you need a battery. Absolutely no problems whatsoever with the delivery of this battery. I also want to give a shout out to one of my viewers. I think, if I remember correctly, I think it was Tom, who left me a comment on the previous video saying that with the battery having just over 12 volts on it when I showed it on the multimeter on that particular video, he reckoned that if I took it off the car rather, and put it on a trickle charger and just left it for a few days, that may well put some life back in the battery and bring it back round to being a usable battery again. Now unfortunately I don't have a trickle charger, and at the time that Tom left the comment, I do hope that's your name, Tom, when Tom left the comment I'd already ordered this battery, but I'll certainly investigate the possibility of getting a trickle charger. I'll see if I can borrow one from somewhere, put the old battery on, charge it in the house now, and we'll see if that does bring it back to life. It's always worth having a spare battery that will fit the car, because none of the other batteries I have are actually the right size for the car, so they don't fit at all. But once again, Tainer, unbelievable. Found it online, ordered it. I think it was after 5 p.m. at night when I ordered it, and it was still here the next day. It came, I think it was around about 1:30, 1:15, something like that, when it turned up the next day. So brilliant service. It's finally in the car. I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to get back inside because it is incredibly wet. It's that horrible drizzly rain, and it's freezing cold out here. And obviously, this is not a sponsored video. I bought the battery with my own money because I needed it for the car. So if you enjoyed this video and you found it informative in any way or in some way entertaining, press the like button on the way out. Consider subscribing to the channel to see more hints and tips like this and see what we're doing with all the rest of the cars that I'm surrounded by out here on the drive. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.